everyone, it's Ariel here. So today we're gonna talk about the scholarship of YES program. But today I'm not gonna be alone because I have a really special guest. Can you guess who it's gonna be? Okay, let's welcome Stefani from Macedonia. Yay! So Stefani, could you please to introduce yourself?
Okay, so my name is Stefania, but people here call me Steffi for short because they think it's too hard to pronounce Stefania.
Yeah.
So I'm coming from North Macedonia, that's in Southeast Europe. It borders with Greece and Serbia, Bulgaria, and I'm here placed in Iowa, in a very small city.
Hmm, I see then. So how do you know about the YES scholarship?
Okay, so it was actually kind of an accident.
Oh,
Um,
actually.
Kinda. My friend had posted something that she's applying for some program. So I replied to her story. I'm like, "Oh, what is that? What is that for? Can you tell me more?" And she told me, "Oh, yes, it's a program. It's the YES program for America. I'm applying. You can get a scholarship and like live for a whole year in America." I'm like, "That sounds so exciting." And she sent me the link from the YES program, so I went further into it. So I searched up what who's eligible to apply, what are we supposed to do. So I'm like, this sounds really interesting, so I'm gonna do it. So I just tried. I'm like, what's the worst that can happen? I'll just apply and try. If I don't get it, well, it's fine. Someone else will. My place. And here we are in the USA.
So does your friend accept it too, or just only you?
No, she didn't get accepted. I was the only one. I was the only one that got accepted from my town, from my
Really?
city.
Mm,
Yeah, sadly.
okay. So, what do you think about the selections process of the KLS program? Do you think it's hard or it's easy for you? What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Well, I definitely can't say that it was easy. There was a lot of processes that we had to go, a lot of interviews, a lot of essays, then doctor appointments, dentist appointments to check if we're all healthy and okay. Then we did a tuberculosis test. I was really scared about that, but it wasn't scary at all.
Mhm.
Then I had to get some vaccines for COVID because the USA wouldn't let us in if we don't have them. So it was a really long process and it wasn't easy. It was kind of challenging, but it's definitely worth it because in the end you get to come
Uh,
here and
mhm.
experience everything.
I got you.
Yeah.
How about your transcript score before you came in here? Because in here, like we have like regulations, like you have to like get 80 in all of your subjects.
Oh,
What
uh-huh.
about you? Do you have like
So
under 70 or under 80 for the
um,
score
we
before?
didn't have that kind of testing scoring. We had GPA like
Oh,
4.0,
mhm,
4.0 GPA. So my all of my grades were like fives, which would be American A's. They were all like great. So I
mhm.
didn't have any problem with that. But we did LT's test.
Oh
It's
yeah.
English test.
Hmm.
Yeah, to test your knowledge of English. So
I see then. Do
yeah.
you have any tips for the selections process in Yes Scholarship that you can share?
Yeah. So be consistent and believe in yourself because it's not gonna be an easy process, but like I said, it's worth it in the end. And
Yes.
oops. But tips, you should try to be yourself and behave nicely, show your greatest qualities. They will really appreciate that. I know that interviews can be sometimes really awkward and stressed. You can be like, I personally was stressed when my interview was about to come. Like, uh-oh, 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 what am I gonna do? Like, am I ready? Am I not? Because
Mhm.
you only can get mentally ready. So you have to get mentally ready for it. You're like, I believe in myself. I can do this. Just be confident. Even if you're not confident, just like act
Uh-huh.
it up.
Yes.
They won't know
Fake
it.
it till you make it. That's the thing
Yeah,
that I always remember.
fake it till make it.
Mm-hmm.
So try to be confident and tell the truth because then after you come here, your host family has seen and heard all those things that you said, so it's gonna be awkward if you lie, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, really show your best qualities, try to be yourself, and if it's meant for you, it'll come to you.
Do you think which one is the hardest of the selections process in TLS?
Uh, what's the hardest selection process?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could say there was a lot of essay writing, so we had to write like 6, 7, 8 essays, one for my host family, then a few for the people that were in the American Council's office that need to grade us and judge us if we're good a good fit to come here or not. So the essays definitely.
Yeah, essay. Because you have
Yeah.
to tell like everything about yourself, what you're gonna do in the future, what contribution that you're gonna make, and some things like that. And then before you came here, like, do you have any achievements to apply this scholarship, and what are they?
Any achievements that helped me?
Yes.
Well, I was pretty good in English and I was a good student. I have done biology, chemistry, physics competitions,
Oh.
geography. So I can say maybe that helped, you
Oh.
know,
Mm-hmm.
that might have helped in the achievement thing, but they also really look towards personality and how you behave. So that's also a really important thing.
So, just to remind guys, your behavior and your personality is really important. Okay. Do you think we have to get like IELTS or TOEFL certificate to enter this scholarship? Do you know IELTS and TOEFL? It's like English test for foreign students.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Do you need that when you enter this program, or we just like enter as a certificate
Well,
you have?
we only did the LTIS test. We didn't do the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Yields. No, we didn't do that one.
Do you think English is really helping you when you were here? I mean, like, is it important to learn English before you came, or you have like many culture shock?
Definitely. So I had good English because I've been studying it for 11, 12 years till
Oh.
I came here.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I can say that since I came here, I've been here for 5 months, it has improved really like for the better. And even my whole family is like, you don't have the accent so much now. Like it's really getting better.
Mhm.
And my thoughts are clearer. Like the way I talk and speak is clearer because I get an example from them, how they pronounce their words, how they behave with what they say. So it makes it easier when you're here, when you're surrounded by English speaking people. And you don't really have another choice just to like fit in and
Yeah.
learn too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's also important to know English beforehand because it'll be really hard and difficult if you don't. Just for understanding, for every sentence you have to say, you'll have to use Google Translate, which is not the best thing. You're like, oh, I really want to eat this food, but oh my, I can't remember the name now. Oh, I have to Google it, but I'm really hungry. I don't have time. Just like for everyday situations,
Mm-hmm.
you do need English, but it will get even better. Even if it's not the great, you'll get better for sure.
How do you learn English? Are you joining in course, or is it only you learn at school?
Mm-hmm. So the English at school didn't help me much.
Oh.
Well, our school program in English wasn't the best. So I can say I personally learned a lot more from my private English lessons that I took. Yeah, I was taking private lessons. That helped me a lot. And also when I was my first and second grade, I spent in Guatemala, which is a country in South America, Central America.
Oh, nice.
So there I spoke Spanish and English, and that's where I got my English basics.
Ah,
So
I
so
see
when we
that.
came back to Macedonia, my
Mhm.
mom and dad enrolled me into to for English lessons that were on a higher level. So I
Mhm.
was already ahead from all my classmates in my grade in my school.
I see
So
that.
that has really helped me. Yeah.
So English is your second or third language?
Second.
Oh, second. Same as
Yeah.
me too. It's second language.
Second language, but I also know other languages. So,
So, do you want to share what are your culture shock when you were here?
hmm well, the school is so different.
Oh, how is it different?
Yeah, it's so different because at home we have books, we have notebooks, we have oral examination for chapters. Here, for me, it's a lot easier, and it's also really different because
Mm,
everything's working on it's functioning on laptops.
yeah.
You need to do your assignments. There's a due date for every assignment, and if
Ah,
you're
you're
late,
right.
they'll get like a little bit of the points off because you were
Mhm.
late. You have to do everything on time, which I'm not complaining. Tests and exams, they will usually provide you help. Like they will say you can use notes for help.
Yeah.
You can or a cheat sheet, or if you get a bad grade, they're like you can retake this test the next you can retake the test the next class. So
Mm,
it's not so stressful like it is at home. At
mm,
home you only get one chance, no
yeah.
other notes, no other retake. So how you do in that test depends on your grade. Here, it's more balanced. Like
Oh,
everything's getting into your grade.
mm. So
So that was
in your country, do you have like 3 semester or when do you get an exam? Is it like after 3 months, once a month, or every week
Mhm.
you have an exam?
Well, we have on the end of the semester, like usually December and May, June.
Oh, same. But when I
Yeah.
was in here in America, I got the same culture shock because like in the first week of school, my teacher was like, "Hey guys, so we're gonna have a CFA," and I was like, "What is CFA?" And my friends were like, "Oh, CFA is an exam." I was like, "What?" The first week
Yeah.
of school is an exam. I was so worried at that time, but now I'm feeling better because every week we have an exam. Like it really helped me to remember the lessons more, whether you have an exam after 3 months or 6 months.
Yeah. I agree. It's the same here. Yeah.
Mm. So what other culture shocks that you got when you were in United States?
Um, well, food wasn't a big problem for me because
Oh, really?
I'm not a picky eater, so I kind of like all the stuff.
Mm,
And my host family doesn't buy that fast food that often, so I'm pretty good. So we cook at home. We
mm,
have more homemade meals, which I really like. That's a bigger reason. If I had fast food every day, which I have exchange friends
mm.
that are here and they're saying that they have fast food eating like every other day, I'm like, that's terrible. Like I couldn't I just wouldn't be able to do it, it's too much.
I can
Yeah, food
understand.
wasn't a problem. I mean, I miss some of my food back home, some
Yeah.
like traditional food, but
Mhm,
sometimes I cook for them and I
mhm.
get the chance to try it. I'm like, memories. Oh, this feels so good. And they'll also to try it out to see what we eat. Um,
Even.
Culture shock. I would say American teenagers. Yeah.
Oh, what do you
Yeah.
think about them?
So they really prefer to spend their time more at home than hang out outside. Well,
Really?
yeah, is that not the case for you?
No, because like every my friends, it's kind of like different. There are
Mm-hmm.
some friends that the word introvert, which is they like to spend their
Yeah,
time alone
yeah.
at home watching video games and something. But there are also like some friends that really like to hang out. I think it's because depends on the seasons because now it's winter and people kind of like lazy to go outside hang out because it's cold.
Maybe, yeah. But I feel like it was the same throughout fall, since I came here. They would rather just stay at home, watch a Netflix movie, which is sometimes fine, but I just prefer to go out a lot more often because that's what I'm used to doing at home. Um, but we're getting used to it.
Yeah. So I was kind of wonder, the food. from your country, how is it different from the food in America?
Well, in a lot of our meals, we have minced ground beef.
Mm.
We have potatoes, rice.
Oh,
We
you eat
do.
rice too?
Mm?
You eat rice too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You too?
yeah. So in Asia, like most of Asian country, we eat
Yeah, they're like
rice.
rice.
Yeah, a lot. Like every day, you eat rice with everything, like with food,
Hmm.
with noodles, with tempeh and
Yeah.
tahu. Like rice.
Remind me, which country are you from again?
I'm from Indonesia.
Indonesia? Okay, so I've heard like Chinese and Japanese people,
Mhm.
they eat rice every day, but I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if all the countries in Asia are
Mhm.
like that, but
Yes.
eventually you are. So is that a big difference now for you here that you're not eating rice every day?
Our family like provide rice, but I prefer to not eat it every day because I'm trying to used to with American food, which is like I eat sandwich every day for real. It's
Yeah, yeah.
I like to make it because it's simple to make, it's easy, and it's just faster.
Mm-hmm.
So do you
I
make
get it.
your own lunch or you just got it from
Mm,
the cafeteria?
usually I just buy school lunch because I like it, but if there's something that I don't like at my school lunch, I would make my own at home.
Oh,
For
do you
example,
like cooking?
if there's corn dog at school, I don't like corn dog at all. So I would just make myself some sandwich or a salad from home and take that with me.
Oh, so do you like cooking?
Cooking?
Hmm?
Well, I don't always necessarily cook, but since I came here, I can say that I've been cooking more.
Oh yeah.
Just because mom is cooking at home, and she's a really good cook, so I don't feel like I need the need to not like something she's cooking and make myself something else because I like everything that she's doing. So yeah, but ever since I came here, I've been starting to make more of my own meals and be more independent, which is kind of the goal of the youth program, become more independent on your own, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, do you feel homesick? And how do you solve that?
Okay, so homesick
Uh-huh.
right now, this period kinda, because my winter break starts on the 31st December and it goes all the way through January. So we have like a month approximately. So this period, my friends are always hanging out. They're not at school. They're just, hanging out outside or at home at some place. And I started with school today, so I wasn't feeling the happiest.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, how do I deal with it? It's just I'm telling myself that I'm only here once for a year and I have to try to enjoy every moment and learn from everything. And
Yeah.
that we're here to grow mentally. So sometimes I say to myself, like, sometimes it's okay to be a little sad, to cry a little, because that will help us build as a person. So
That's right.
sometimes it's fun to have those moments because everyone does. We all will in some period. So
It's like
yeah,
up and down. Sometimes you happy,
yeah,
but sometimes you
yeah. Just
sad.
like the graph they showed
Yeah.
us.
Uh-huh. So feeling homesick is normal.
Did you experience that? Like
Yeah.
the downfall?
Mm-hmm.
What period did
Sure.
you experience that?
So at that time, I was like, I told to my mom, my host mom, like, Mom, I need to spend my own time. I asked permission to go to the lake, and I spend my time alone. It's
Mhm.
not the lake is not really far. It's like just 5 minutes from our house. I cycling there. I paint. I drawing, and I saw like a complete family like walking together. And I don't know,
That's great.
like
Yeah,
my tears it just go down, just go out, and I was like, I think I feel homesick.
I'm great. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, but yeah, it's normal to have a homesick.
Mhm.
But the things that I miss is the food. I don't know, like my food from my country, it's like more flavorful. So there's more spices on it. And in here, I feel like every food here is like tastes the same and feels so creamy. That's what I think.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but also I notice people here at least they use a lot of dressings and seasonings.
Ah,
And
which is
I personally, I always add to my food like a little bit of salt or sesame or pepper, just something to add a little bit more spice
mhm,
because same, we also have different seasonings and different ways of making food. So
yeah,
sometimes if food is kind of bland here, I just add some dressings and stuff and it makes it better.
yeah. So, do you have a culture shock of the portions of the food in America?
Yep.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
food here
That's
is
okay.
so huge.
Yeah.
I remember like the first week I was in here, my host mom took us to go to I think like Mexican restaurant.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I was just like tacos or nachos for dinner. In the picture, it seems like so small, but when it's come like it's in really huge plate, and I was like,
Yeah. Oh
how can I
no.
finish this food? And she was like, welcome to America, a big portions of food.
Yeah, I remember the first day I came here. So my host mom, she got me an ice cream,
Mhm.
and she's like, "What size do you want?" I'm like, "Small, please." And she got me small, and she's coming back to the car, and she's
Yes.
coming like with a huge bowl of ice cream that's like that in a
Yeah.
container, and I'm
Uh-huh.
like, "But I said small," and she's like, "Yep, that's small." I'm like, "This is small." Like I'm not. I didn't even eat half of it. Like it was too much
Yeah.
for me.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, sometimes it can be so big,
Mhm.
but I feel like I'm getting used to like the larger portions
Mhm.
more, and that's not good.
Wait,
Uh,
do you gain your weight?
that's a fun fact because I haven't myself. I don't want to step on the scale and be like, oh, like how much I've gained weight here. I just don't want to. I eat whatever I want. I
Yeah.
exercise sometimes a few times a week, and I'm like, hopefully I'm not gaining too much weight because I have pants that don't fit me anymore. So I'm like, I'm for sure I've gained some weight, but I don't want to know how much. So I'm just gonna keep it this way. Think that it's all okay.
Okay. So, do you think is it hard to get new friends in high school? Because like when you came here, like
Everyone
all
has their own
people,
friend groups.
they
Yeah.
already get friends. Do you think it's hard to get
Yeah.
friends in here?
Yeah, that's not the easiest part. It's
Uh,
not easy. I
mm,
mean, you have to try and talk to them, always be curious and ask questions. And some people, they can be like cold and
mm,
don't want to talk to you. Don't don't think the problem is you. That's
mm,
just how their culture is. That's just
yeah.
how they work.
Mm-hmm.
And I know some really outgoing and fun people that are always talking, but I know some people are like, oh, hey, you're my friend. And then the next day they would just like pass
Yeah,
by you.
you're right.
You know,
Sometimes
right?
that happen. But
Yeah.
I think if
But
you were in that position, guys, you need to solve first. You need to start the conversations first because
yeah.
if you didn't start first, they won't start. Like for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah. But with time, it just gets tiring for you always to make the first move.
Yeah.
You're always like, hey, hello, good morning, how are you, how are you? And
Uh-huh.
it's always the same thing, and it kind of gets annoying. You're like, how much longer do I have to keep doing this for them to treat me like a friend?
Uh, do you have any tips to get a friend in United States as an exchange student?
Yeah, well, as I said, just be curious, be yourself.
Hmm.
Um, it's a lot different, so even sometimes when you're trying to be sarcastic, maybe they'll take it kind of wrong.
Yeah.
So on one side, you have to like be careful what you're saying because
Hmm.
it's something in your culture, maybe like super funny, but for them they'll be like side-eyeing you, like what did you just say, It's just cultural difference, and if you think that something's wrong, just ask them, talk to
Yeah,
them, don't be afraid. Because you're here once and try to make the most of it.
I got you.
What happens, happens.
You're right.
What about you with friends making?
Well, so in for friends, like I have I have a target like in every class. I have a target like in every class. I need to get one friend just like at least once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried my best. Like I said hi. I talked to them that what I need, and they were like, they're so kind. Some of them kind, but some of them like shy and like, I don't care. But with this one friend, they were like connecting me to another friend.
That's nice. That's super nice.
Yeah. So I think like to start conversation first, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that scary because like for the first time, like sometimes they were like look so scary and we're like, oh my gosh, I think they don't want to talk to me. But when you start first, sometimes it's gonna change and they
Yeah.
don't really like that bad. You start first. At least you try.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
So, from what kind of exchange program are you coming from?
Yes. Exchange program.
I mean, like the placement. Oh, I'm sorry. What kind of like placement organization?
Organization. Oh, okay, gotcha. It's called Pan Atlantic Foundation.
Oh, I've
Have
never
you heard?
heard. No, I've never heard
No.
before.
Yeah, I haven't. None of my friends that were exchange students the previous years haven't heard of it either. They're like, what
Really?
is that?
Are you alone in that placement organization, or you have another friends from your country?
I'm alone. Yeah, I mean, I've met a few friends that are also here in Iowa with the same placement organization. And
Oh,
tomorrow we're going for our mid-year orientation in the capital
really? That
city.
sounds so fun.
Yeah. That's gonna be tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
So with my local coordinator, there's seven of us,
Mhm.
and three or four of us are um with Yes and Flex programs, and the other ones are on their own. They pay to come here.
Ah, I see then. So you are
Yeah.
in Yes program, right?
Yeah, I'm with the Yes program.
I see
What
then.
about you? What's your placement organization?
It's called as PAX program.
PAX? Okay. I've seen it. I've heard of it.
Hmm. So, how is your volunteering hour? How many hours do you get now?
Oh, okay. I'm really trying on that. Okay, I promise I'm trying. So
Yeah.
we need to have 30 hours. I don't know about you.
Oh, you have 30 hours? I have already got 144 hours of volunteering.
Are you kidding me? Really?
Oh,
Oh my.
kidding.
That's
Yeah.
incredible. Wow. Yeah. So the only problem is that I'm living in a really small town and
Oh,
there's not much to do here, not many places to volunteer. So every time we need to volunteer, we need to go to the capital city, which is like
oh,
40
really?
minutes away. Yeah, so we always volunteer in the capital city
Mm-hmm.
and you need to drive and then you have to someone to get pick you up
Mm-hmm.
and you need to get your hours in and um it's working, but it's slower than I expected it would be.
I see then. How about
Mm-hmm.
in your school? Do they like provide volunteering opportunities on in your church?
Yeah, they don't really have volunteering opportunities. No.
Oh, really? So in
Yeah.
my school we have like new regulations.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
rules from
Okay.
our state, like at least to graduate you have to get 75 hours of volunteering. So
Mm-hmm.
they were making like some clubs that it worked for volunteering. For example, I was in Sending Sunshine Club. So in there we were making a letter for people in nursing home. So one letter is count as 1 hour. Also, I
Oh,
have volunteering in church. We usually like clean the church like every 2 weeks, and I
mhm.
also like to teach. Sometimes I help my grandma here to teach kids in a school, as well as like I volunteer in Feed Roger. So Feed Roger is like a place when you can get a free food and we can serve
Uh,
other people. So we can get a volunteering hour in there. So I think it's pretty much easy to get a volunteering hour here
yeah.
because my house mom is really helpful to get
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
opportunities. Also, we can volunteer in a museum as a tour
That
guide,
sounds fun.
something like that. And we can also like find volunteer opportunity in Google. It's really much fun.
Google?
Yeah, in Google, just search like volunteering opportunity in your city, basically.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So
but is your city big, the one that you're hosted in?
not really big, but we live in a city, so it's not really like a rural area.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of easy to find volunteering hours in Google.
And yeah, how many citizens do you have in your city, in your town? I
I'm
mean.
not really sure because like we talked to our mom, we need a volunteering hours, and she was like trying to help us. Okay, next day you have to do this, you have to do that, and then it's
Yeah.
really helpful. Like in school, they provide us with volunteering opportunity, so it's fun. And also, I have ever talked to my counselor and my advisory teacher that hey, I need a volunteering hour. Do you have
Mhm.
like any information for that? Because if you get like 100 hours of volunteering, you will get a certificate, right? So I think like that's a really good opportunity to get. So I talked to
Yeah.
them, and they also like give me some a paper or some list of volunteering opportunity that that is happen in this town.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I will have to work on it more.
Mm-hmm. You have still 5 months more, so yeah, you
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
mhm.
And spring is gonna be a lot busier than fall, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be. So how does it look like living in the United States? Do you think it feels like a dream?
Well, there are some moments like homecoming, Spirit Week. Um, Halloween wasn't the best here because it was really cold and not many people came trick or treating. But
Oh,
Christmas and
mhm.
Thanksgiving, all the other holidays, it felt like in American high school musicals. It
So
felt, yeah, it just felt so nice. It's
yeah,
not every moment. There's just those particular moments that feel like that, but it's pretty great.
mhm.
How
Sometimes,
about you?
sometimes I feel like it's a dream for me because going to the United States, it has been like my dream since I was a kid.
Yeah,
When I was in
true,
like,
true, same.
mhm. When I was in grade 6, I was just like, hey, mom, dad, I want to go to study abroad, but they were like, eh, don't dream too high. It's not gonna be happened. They were like that.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then I start to prepare myself since I was in seventh grade, and then in 10th grade I tried to apply, but I failed. And then the next year, which is I start to enter in
uh-huh.
10, I
10
failed,
years.
and then in 11 I tried it again, and finally I'm here now in the United States. I reached my dream. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so sometimes
Are
it's
you
so like
senior
this.
here?
I'm sorry.
Are you a senior here or
Yeah, I'm
junior?
here.
A
How about
senior?
you?
Me too. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see then. So you said you did trick or treat. How is it? It's cold.
Well, yeah, it was really cold in that period of time, so we didn't go trick or treating. We just went around town. Yeah, we just went around town to see how like all these little kids are walking from door to door and like knocking, and a lot of kids came to our door too. So it was fun.
I see then.
Then a horror movie. That's tradition.
Yeah, of course. So at that time, I went for a trick or treat with my friends. It's
Yeah.
pretty much cold outside, but for real, I got a bunch of candy. Like I tried a
Right.
lot of American candy. Super like good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you carve the pumpkin?
We bought pumpkins, but then what happened? Oh, we had our musical. I was performing a musical, so we had our
Oh,
tech week. We had practice every single day after school, like for 2 or 3 hours.
oh.
So we were so tired then, and that was the last week of October, and then our musical was right after that, the weekend of November.
I see.
So we bought the pumpkins, but we didn't have time to carve them. So
Ah. Wait, are you in
sadly,
orchestra class?
hmm?
Are you in orchestra class? Or
Orchestra?
mhm.
No, I'm in choir. I'm singing, but I was also in
Oh,
speech
what?
and drama
Mhm.
club, in acting club. So I was in the musical. in the
Mm.
School Musical.
And what is the best place that you have been visit in United States?
So I've only, because I'm hosted in Iowa, I've been to Nebraska. Once we went to watch the Jonas Brothers for a concert. Have you heard of them?
No, I haven't heard
No.
about that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're three brothers, and they. Do you know the song "Cake by the Ocean"? Talk to me, baby.
So you're
Yeah,
there watching a concert? That sounds so fun.
yeah. I went there to watch a concert. That was September.
Mm.
I really like that. And also when we came here to the United States, we spent a few days in Washington, D.C.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like our orientation program.
Ah, yeah.
Yes,
I
we
miss
stayed in a
Washington, D.C.
hotel. Yeah, yeah, it was pretty fun,
Mhm.
but mostly we stayed in a hotel. We didn't really get to see much stuff. So yeah, that's the only states I've been to. And I really like a town here in Iowa that's called Pella. And
Mhm.
they told me in spring there's a lot of like lilies,
Oh, the flower?
like flowers that bloom,
Yeah.
yeah. And they say like it is no, not lilies, sorry, tulips. Tulips.
Oh, tulips. Yeah.
Tulips, yeah. And in spring there's a time where they bloom and they do like a whole carnival. The town does a
Really?
whole carnival. It
That's
really gives me the
fun.
vibes of,
Uh-huh.
yeah, it really gives me the vibes of Denmark. It's kind of like a European city. I'm like, oh wow, I really like the city. I would like to live here.
I see then. Wait,
What about you?
uh-huh. Well, I was so thankful because like my host family, like they like to take us going to another state. I've been to Texas, I've been to Missouri, I've been to Tennessee, I've been to Oklahoma, and I was really, really thankful they were taking us
Mhm.
to many places and visit a lot of museum, parks, and yeah, it's really fun. They were so kind. Yeah, I was so
Yeah.
thankful for that.
What state are you in?
I'm in Arkansas.
Arkansas?
Mm-hmm. We
Mm,
don't say Arkansas. We say Arkansas. So we did,
Arkansas? Really?
yeah. If you
That's
say
yeah, that's weird.
Arkansas, people might be kind of confused because you used to say Arkansas.
Yeah, Arkansas.
Uh-huh.
That's weird. Sounds weird. Where
But,
is that?
sorry,
Where is that?
it's near Kansas, Texas, around that state.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I kind of want to get the visual idea where it is. Okay.
Yeah. Did you get selected in CEW?
Yeah, I'm going to Washington. So I
Yeah.
didn't really see Washington when I came here, but I'm gonna see Washington in spring. So
Yeah.
that'll be fun.
In spring,
I
is
get
it
the
in
chance.
April or March? Because,
I got selected for March.
oh, March.
What
Like,
about you?
we cannot see each other. I was in April. It's like a month for
Oh, you know, for the teaching
April.
program.
Yeah,
Mm,
the
that's
WYLET. And did you interested to join the BUWC?
UWC.
Yeah, wait, BUBW. Have you heard about that? It's like another conference in Maryland. I was so interesting to join it, but
Is it with the YES program?
yeah, it's with yes program. Like every
Hmm.
a, place every placement organizations have a contest. Like for my program in
Uh-huh.
text, like they make a contest. So we have a project to make a virtual exchange program, which is we sharing our culture each to another onlinely. Like we're gonna use group chat or maybe Zoom, and
Yeah.
if you do that, we can make essay and also like submit all of the data, and then they will select it. If you are selected, you can go to Maryland like for free, bro.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
amazing.
So right now I was starting the My project is called as Sub 2, which is sharing experience and culture. So I was still looking for another friend to join my project. So do you interesting to join us? So I will connecting my friends from Indonesia and my friends in school. Also, I need with more people from another country too.
Sure, that sounds nice. You can tell me more information
Okay, I
in
got
text.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. And what time do you go to school and what time do you go home?
Here,
Mm-hmm.
my school starts in 8:10 in the morning, and we finish in 3:30.
Oh,
It's a
it's pretty
Monday.
much
And
similar.
after that,
How about your school in your country?
so it's definitely a less amount of time compared to here. So we also start in 8 o'clock in the morning at home.
Really? And
Yeah, but we finish by 2 p.m. the latest. We usually finish like 12:20 or 1 o'clock sometimes. Yeah, quite earlier in the
fun. Like my school back home, we start at 7:15 in the morning, but I
Oh,
have to go to school like at 6 because like it takes 1 hour to go to school from
yeah.
my house, and I go home usually like at 3:30. It's pretty much late. We start all early, but we end finishing here. And how is your host family? Are they nice? Is it kind of awkward to meet them for the first
Well, in the
time?
beginning, like the first week,
Mm-hmm.
it was it wasn't the same to just adjust and make them as my own parents, to call them mom, dad. It was kind of
Uh,
weird and awkward, right? Yeah. But then with time, like now 5 months has passed and they're literally so supportive. They're nice. They're taking care of me. So
mm,
they're super nice.
I see then. Do you have a double classmate?
Now, I have two host sisters, twins, and they're also years. They're my grade.
Oh, they are in your grade?
They're twins, yeah.
Fun. I
What
see.
about you?
I have a double classmate. She is from
Okay.
India. Mm,
Oh, that's so nice.
but I don't have any host sister that is American. So I only have her and my
Uh,
husband. Mm,
I would really like to meet her then sometime.
yeah, sure. So, and then how do you manage your money, the stipend money? How do you manage your stipend money from the US scholarship?
Yeah, well, you know, um, in the beginning, I was buying a lot of clothes and everything's new.
Yeah.
That's great. This is so great. This is amazing. And I wanted everything. But then I'm like, when I come back home, I can only take one suitcase with me. And how am I gonna fit everything in one suitcase?
Uh,
So I started working on it. I'm like, nope. I really like that, but no. I really like that, no, but no, 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 because then I won't be able to come home. I'll just need to leave the stuff here. So
you're right.
yeah, so now I'm starting to manage my money. I mean, they're enough for me. I mean, $200 is enough for a month. I
Yeah.
pay for my phone bill, around $45. Um, about like hygiene,
Mhm.
like toothpaste, shampoo, stuff like that. That's provided by my whole family. Yeah, me and my sisters me and my sisters use the same shampoo and stuff like that. But I buy myself the more personal stuff. Like if I see a snack or food that I want to try, I would buy it on my own. Or if I want some face cream or some face mask, like peeling off, like I would buy that myself because that's a need.
I see
I'm
that.
all about skincare, so I have like a full cabinet of skincare here that I bought. So
I
yeah,
see.
but it is it is okay to manage with money. I mean, they're enough, so
Do you spend a lot of money for Christmas to buy a gift for your house family, sisters,
yes.
and parents?
How about you?
I don't spend a lot because
Uh-huh.
I usually like make some stuff. I like drawing and painting, so I
Yeah, why?
drawing them, make a painting for them, make an art. Well, it's
Yeah.
pretty much spend a lot of money. I just need to buy like a frame for it, and then I just need to buy a canvas to make a paint. And yeah, do you get many Christmas presents in Christmas?
Yeah, on Christmas, yeah. When we were the host family on the Christmas dinner,
Mhm.
so there's a lot of us, like 20, so each of us gave a gift to each other. So yeah,
Mhm.
I got plenty of gifts.
I see then. What did you
Yeah.
get?
Well, I got some pajamas. I got some skincare because they know I love skincare. I got a perfume. I got a book. I got a sweater,
Mhm.
2 sweaters.
Oh,
Um, mm-hmm. I got some candy because I have a sweet tooth and I really like sweet stuff.
yeah, sweet
Uh,
treat.
yeah, I got plenty of different stuff, so a little bit of everything. What
Yeah.
about you?
Yeah, me too. I got like a bunch of stuff. Like, I didn't celebrate Christmas back home in Indonesia. And I was kind of like wonder why everyone was so excited with Christmas. Like literally everyone. Like in our
Hmm.
downtown, like they decorate with a Christmas light, and it was so
Yeah, yeah.
pretty. Wait, do you celebrate Christmas back home in your country?
Yep, but it's in January. We celebrate later because we're Orthodox Christians.
I see then. I couldn't imagine that I can get like a lot of stuff at a time. I got a set of Rubik's Cube. They know that I like Rubik. And I got some crochet things because I joined a crochet club. I got pajamas, sweater, skincare, like body care, and I also got sketchbooks and some speedos and things. Yeah, so that's all.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Okay. Last but not least, do you have any message from my friends that watching this video?
Well, I will tell you that it is, if it's your dream, like it was mine and yours, like really go for it. And even if it turns out that you don't like it, you will learn from it. So you're not missing out on anything. Um, the host family are usually supportive, so and you also have local coordinators, so you're never alone on the way. You
Mhm.
have your other exchange friends that will help you and relate with you and give you advices. So even though it sounds kind of scary, it's not that scary, I promise. You're never alone, and definitely go for it.
Do you have to retake your class when you go home in your country, or you just continue it? You can
Oh,
graduate.
I'm not. Yeah, that depends from the school because I have friends from Macedonia that will have to redo the year. But
Mhm.
my school, my I talked to the head of my school, and she said, "Don't worry, you don't need to do exams. You don't need to redo the year. You'll just continue
Ah,
like you never left."
I see then. So,
Yeah. Text me
bye.
later.
Have a good
Bye.
night.
You
Thank
too. Good
you.
night.